living space with a bathroom, kitchenette, and entrance all its own, but still connected to the rest of the house. It's a home within a home. New models now open in the Central Valley. To learn more, visit a Lennar Welcome Home Center near you or visit lennar.com.
Oh, welcome back, everyone, to Open Up. Don, I'm excited today. We are going to be motivated.
You bet. Let's roll a little video to kind of get this kicked
Yes.
off. Chris, take it away. Chris McCullar, our producer.
I have purpose.
It's passion,
The world needs me.
ideas,
I will succeed.
excellence,
Say it again, excellence.
and serve it to the world.
But some people say that I have more ability than a disability.
I could see the beauty in everyone and everything. I learned this from homeless people.
Don't stop believing.
Passion and purpose. Or your gifts. Or your talents. Or that thing that makes you come alive.
You don't want to hold it in. You want to put it out there.
So what is that thing? People call it heart's virtue. Some even talk about it and say it's, what's your why? I like to say it this way. What is that thing you can do all day, every day without pay while time slips away?
If it's your dream, then do it.
I want you to think about the person you used to be. I want you to think about the person you are. I want you to think about the person you want to be.
Why were you born? Most people don't know it. And even more tragic, most people don't even look. Pi is a formula that if leveraged properly today can set you on the path to be able to do something not just good, but dare I say great.
Very awesome, spiritual. Cedric's awesome. Unbelievable.
What is the thing that you are going to create in the area that is your passion? Start imagining some things that's out there. How can you craft something that you do to be able to serve it up? Can you do it? Yes. But the real question is, will you?
And right here in the studios right now, we got the man himself, Cedric Robert.
Yes.
Cedric, welcome to Open Up. So glad to have you.
John, I'm excited off of just that clip right there.
You bet.
Just that clip.
That gets me fired up.
And you've got an event coming up right here in Bakersfield on Monday.
Yes,
Tell us all about it.
This coming Monday, January 26th. Yes, we will be live coming at you at the Doubletree Hotel right here in famous Bakersfield, California.
Yes.
Doors open at 6 and puck drops at 6:30. So
Okay, and it's free?
it's not free. It's actually $15 a ticket.
That's almost free.
Well,
That's
yes,
almost-
just like the prayer breakfast, $15.
Exactly. I mean, it's a good price point for it, and it's basically to try to break even on the show.
Sure.
And
Oh, yes.
Wow.
Oh,
It's-
okay. Chris was showing us something on screen, and it just... Oh, there it is.
oh, there we go.
Pie in the Sky.
Yes.
And that's next Monday, January 26th, 6:30 p.m. to 9 p.m. at the Doubletree Hotel. Tickets $15, available at theinspirationstore.com.
That's correct.
What does PIE actually stand for, Cedric?
The pie is actually a process that I actually came up with after just doing a lot of study and observation of people who've achieved some form of significance this side of the universe, basically. and there was a lot of commonalities between what they actually did. And the P stands for, they started with their passion or their purpose. They identified that. So if you haven't identified that yet, that's your homework for life, is to find that P. And then you start to educate yourself on it, and then start to shift into the second phase or second level of Pi, which is the imagination phase, and come up with ideas based on those things that you know and your passion.
Yes.
And then when you start to do that, you shift into the third phase, which is the excellence part, which is where you start to birth that excellence, your brilliance, your Einstein, so to speak. And then the fourth and final step is to actually serve it up to this world, because it means nothing if you don't get it out there.
Cedric, have you seen people come to these kind of meetings with you and gatherings and kind of start from ground zero? I don't know what my passion is. I don't know what my purpose is. And actually see them go through that progression and become people of significance. Have you seen that happen?
Well, this is only our second event. We're babies.
Oh.
Yeah, our first one was this past June.
And in what city?
It was right here, the DoubleTree.
So
This is the second one.
we're the one that's igniting this year.
Exactly. You know, I was watching the first show on Open Up, and there was a gentleman that was on this show, and he talked about how Bakersfield is really kind of the leading edge of starting stuff that's new and birthing those and turning them into something that's great. And I just had to smile because I was like, this pie is totally that concept. And it's something that, if used properly, you can leverage that passion thing to create something that'll help this hurting humanity, and it'll to get out there and be able to do something that will impact.
Well, you're turning up the temperature in this town, buddy.
Oh yeah, I am so fired up. In fact, I'm trying to be a little under control right here.
We've got some water here. We're not going to cool him down, though.
Oh, we got some Alibaba too. I'm sipping on this.
Now, Cedric, tell us, were you born and raised here in Bakersfield?
No, I'm actually born and raised in Texas.
Okay, so you came to us from Texas today?
Well, I've lived in 5 different states and 2 different countries in my 44 years of life, and, but I've been here for about 19 years.
Well, then you've had a point of comparison. And what do you find to be at all unique here in Bakersfield, or kind of this city's DNA?
Well, I tell you, I think it's one of the best little cities you can live in being that you're only an hour and a half or so from everything.
Yes.
The beach, L.A., up north, and all these other things. And then right here in our little city, you don't have a whole lot of high levels of the stuff that's not so good. But you can enjoy this nice little town. It's not too small to where everybody knows everybody's business, and it's not too big to where it's super jammed, traffic jammed, and what have you, so you can get around.
Right.
So I love that about Bakersfield. And plus, it's easy to really make friends here. Because people are more open to that. Some may not see that, but I say, hey, to have a friend, you must first show yourself friendly. And so I've been able to gather a lot of different friends around in my 19 years that I've been here.
Wow.
So love Bakersfield.
Tell us a little bit of what people can expect on Monday
Oh
evening.
my goodness. This is a roller coaster ride, people. I mean, when you come in, when it says 6:30 to 9, we will exhaust every minute of that. And there's no programs that's handed out because we don't want you to know what's coming next.
You know, Cedric, I think the camera's over here.
we over
that
here?
You want to talk to you. Yeah, there you go.
Yes, there will not be 1 minute that's wasted here. It's a roller coaster ride, as I said before, and you're gonna laugh, you're gonna cry, you're gonna shout out loud and sit on the edge of your seat with anticipation. It's that kind of show, and there's gonna be different type of segments that's there. For example, I have a good for nothing segment that I created, and I've taken that term that was actually meant for derision. I made it out of something good. People that are doing good in the community for nothing in return as far as money.
Wow.
And we acknowledge them and give them an award for doing that. And wait till you
Another
see who
great
gets
turn
it.
of words.
Yes, Don.
Wait till you see who gets it this year.
Ooh.
Yes. Yes. And the event is designed to inspire. If you're looking for a little inspiration, motivation, education, transformation, rejuvenation, any other Asian you can throw in there will probably fit here.
Except condemnation.
Except
Right,
condemnation. Exactly. None of that.
Any other Asian? Oh, wow.
You can find it here. In fact, come to the event, thank me later, because this will be something that you definitely will walk away with saying, man, I'm glad I came and I wish I would have brought more people.
Cedric, I
Yes.
want to try something out on you because I heard about one of the most successful kind of Hollywood agents, big star agents, and what he does is he'll take a big star, and he asks them to leave all their entourage behind, and it's just he and the star, and he says, now take me to that place in the world where you feel most comfortable. Might be a cabin at the beach, a ranch in the mountains, a farm in the Midwest, but wherever they feel most comfortable. And he spends 2 weeks with them. And after just observation and interaction and conversation, he's able to peel down to who that person really is. And it might be, let's say, it might be a prince, darkly sexual, and sensual. It might be a John Mellencamp, who's adversarial and confrontational and rebellious. It might be a Christian singer who's romantic and spiritual, and kind of on the lighter side. And what he says is, if you will take that essence and if you will put it out there, if you will dare to just be that person in front of everyone, he said, I guarantee it will connect. And like John Mellencamp, for example, he wrote all these songs. The music company said, no, it's too far out. It's not mainstream. If you let us tinker with it a little bit, we'll put it out. He goes back to this agent and says, this is what they've told me. He says, go ahead, do that. He said, you'll get rich and just sit back and clip coupons, but it won't be you.
Right.
And so
Right.
he went back and he stood his ground. They put the album out, and it became the best-selling album the company had ever turned out. And it was the same way with all these people.
John
and that's
Cooper.
what you're talking about, isn't it? To just find your passion and put it out there, and
Your passion will
expand
make
on
room
that.
for you. Absolutely. Your passion will make room for you.
And what do you mean by that?
Well, that thing that makes you come alive, once you identify it, first of all, you have to ID it, and then you start to move in the direction of it, it will make room for you, meaning that there will be people that will arrive on your path and certain things that will happen, because the best part of the plan was actually probably not part of the plan initially. I mean, you
Yeah,
make a
we've seen
plan,
that happen.
you follow your plan, you stick with your plan, but expect for things not to go quite as planned. Because some of the times, the best part of the plan is the part that wasn't planned. So your passion will make room for you. You just have to head in that direction. And if you're headed in the right direction, the
Yes.
size of your steps don't matter.
Right.
You just
Can I
keep
high five you?
moving.
If you're heading that direction, the size of the
The
steps
step
don't
doesn't
matter.
Doesn't matter. It doesn't. You just got to keep moving.
Now, Tina, think about this. You and I, when
Don.
we were thinking about doing this show,
Yes.
we just said, well, let's do it for 3 months. Let's see if you and I like doing it. Let's see if
Yes.
anyone else likes watching it. We started out with 500 viewers, and here we are with almost 30,000 now.
Wow.
Without any advertising.
Wow.
And I don't know how that's happening.
Wow.
But it's kind of like we started taking those baby steps in this direction.
And how how things were coming, and like he's saying, sometimes the thing that is not planned is what really
Yeah.
works.
Yeah. That's the best part of the plan is
We
the
did-
part that wasn't planned.
We didn't even have a name for the show until we sat here in the room one day at the beginning. So anyway, wow, tell us more.
Well, you used a phrase in there when you was just talking, and it's the BU. It's 2 letters. BU. The true you will see you through. Mm-hmm. I mean, that sounds a little corny, but as a speaker, we're taught to
The true you will see you through.
yeah.
I
As a
love
speaker,
it.
you're taught to make things sticky, where people can remember them. So it's little catchphrases like that hopefully will help people to stick. It'll
Yes.
increase the chances that it will. So if you BU, those 2 letters, the true you will see you through. Every day of the week and twice on Sundays.
Cedric has actually asked me to be one of your
Yes.
speakers coming up Monday, so I will be
Yes.
on the program. And one of the things I'll just share right here is there was a corporate recruiter that every person he recruited into this corporation eventually, and sometimes very quickly, rose to very high levels of leadership in the company. And finally, his other corporate recruiters said, all right, what's your secret? How are you doing this? Every person you bring in here rises to the top. And he said, it's very simple. He said, I just, somewhere in the interview, I asked one question, or I put in this question, and it is, tell me about if there have been any times in your life where you have had to stand totally alone against everybody else's opinion, against what everyone else was doing or wanted to do, where you just had to take that stand. And he said, you show me the person that can stand alone against everything coming against him. And he said, I will show you the makings of a leader. Respond to
Absolutely.
that. What do you think about that,
Oh,
Cedric?
he's absolutely spot on, whoever stated that. I mean, if you are able to stand in your own self and space and be confident about what it is that is your come from place, I'll use that term. Yeah. and not be shaken by even by those people who share your last name. And you know what I mean when I say that.
Yeah.
Because sometimes they're the most difficult to get on board with what you're doing. But go it alone. And you just keep singing your song and dancing to the no, the music of no. There's a song. Make it a song. No, that no thing.
Yes.
And then eventually people will emerge on your path. Here we are full circle. When you're on that path, just keep going. People will eventually emerge on your path that will champion your cause and be able to work in a strategic relationship with you because they share the same passion. And it would not, if it was not for you saying yes to stay on that path, they wouldn't be involved in the process. So go alone. And don't be surprised when they start showing up.
Cedric, we're going to take a break, but when we come back, I want to hear how you had to take your stand.
Yes.
How you got to this place.
Yes.
We'll be right back.